Time to get off.
Blade be bright.
May your enemies fall.
Fly on the wings of the tent. Keep your blade bright.
You're walking. You flew on the wings.
Regardless, rebellion.
Shot go from the camp.
Carl's enemies fall to Rove is reborn.
You are preparing to leave. You need supplies?
That's good armor.
You have my word.
Attacking the grove.
Alva said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility is. Better go to the camp. Let her know I'm here.
Our paths will cross again. Please, spare a moment.
Destiny cannot be forced. How? There's no way we can find out. Here I come.
Ancestor! Having a good day? Please, spare a moment. Hey, we're back. Don't start.
My work sold to a living ancestor.
Ancestor, I beg you. I don't know what else.
Did you think guys would be so tough here?
warrior cares for her equipment.
If only my blade were hard honored.
I never thought we'd see the visions like this.
Ridiculous acrobatics.
Greetings, war.
extra in hand.
You're preparing to leave. What did the father think?
You must want something.
I'll see you at You can see what I have for now. I can get you.
New visions.
Let our blades see through Gala.
Meditate for you.
Excuse me, champion. Could we speak?
In the name of the Ten.
How can I help you?
Even outlanders have fallen. Lord,
Vision.
Ultra. The heat of the battle. They shine anew in the distance.
Cognitive style.
Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Oh, before I forget, I watered those plants.
Did you need something? So, you returned. Bravo, you managed to sway a Zenith to your side.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize, but that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertaking.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the Hades Proving Lab.
Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when war. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how.
Why help Regala take over?
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with Akarja. Even if I gained his ear, agreed to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty...
Yes. Exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war. Again, she would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely...
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed...
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly...
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it was... While I was out there, I had a couple run it.
The tribe from across the ocean.
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, create...
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned, on one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you... I don't need the two of you...
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person... For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, you just call it... a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
I'm, gonna clean my gear. I can do yours if you want.
Haven't seen you
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten. I would say that I am... inspired.
Thank you.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Did you meet...
There is something about... I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and...
Honestly, with her, I have to go.
Understood.
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
Everything you've said about Elizabeth, it sounds like you knew her better than you let on. Who was she to you, exactly?
Perceptive as ever. You're right. We were more than friends for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way. She had lost her mother a few years back, but as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more, and so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream.
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the Proving Land after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words, and that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Farzineth, not who I truly am.
You said Beta's not in urgent danger. What are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. A difficult, time-consuming task. They will compel her if need be. She's the only one who can do it.
Right. Because you...
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I... That's why I created the data channel.
So you know a lot about me through my old...
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan, all because of circumstances beyond my control.
So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast, but you didn't let that stop. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build first from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was
You were a spy?
more like a service one could turn to. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Farzineth and...
What happened when
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrive. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the wall Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Farzineth's invitation to a birth. I wanted Liz to come. But she had nobler plans, as you well know.
You said before that you're not like the others, but you never were.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was... I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the other, to try to undo what... Hence the data channel with Beta. This and the little...
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, What can...
I'll go over the full layout. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible, dealing with heavy... There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've...
What for?
First, for use in the base's infrastructure, and a small army of them. In addition, they've also been ferrying materials. After hundreds of years luxuriating in the ship was barely space work. Disaster can strike at any moment.
Have you figured out how Silence is...
No, and he's been very careful. I'll admit it bothers me, but I am confident it will deactivate the other...
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our...
Okay.
I'll be here until... And thank you, Aloy, for giving... My past is more than once I've lost it. I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of...
Maybe we can make...
We will.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah?
I was thinking you could spark with
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But... All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime.
Aloy, something else?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Meditation.
dark. Better keep an eye out, especially up here.
Aloy, it's Kotala. Well, this might interest you. 3 of our soldiers have gone missing in the Valley of the Fallen. The whole area is crawling with machines. And there have been reports of glowing lights off the coast. Marshal Evira should be at the valley's entrance. She might need your help.
Thanks. I'll look into it when I can. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base. Okay, everyone.
Understood, Aloy.
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Katalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Let's climb up to it.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another one.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Seek or fight, you choose. Live long, kill your enemy.
Tired yet?
Yep.
Made it through without a fight.
Yeah! Clear those weeds.
The flowers closing up. We're through.
We can take this one, Aloy! Keep moving!
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough. Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh yeah. Good times. I've been made.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
Steady.
position.
Here. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Looks like the others have things under control.
Come on!
Alpha and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
We had to do all this climbing.
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
Guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
Well, I'll just leave it here then. This'll help. Big jump.
Looks like we snuck through.
To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
Spotted.
Here we go. Bottoms up.
trust you, Aloy. We've got your back, Aloy.
All the moves.
Aloy, it's...
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, time has seen film. Apologies. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network! Just do the best you can.
We got some unfinished business, little girl. I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Close personal.
Whoa! I can't let him catch me.
makes you feel alive!
Are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Aaron? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alba? Alba! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay. This is it. End of the line. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together, where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.